Hello, Planeswalkers. Tyler here. Again, joined by my girlfriend, who I'm proving that now that she's been here twice, I'm not just paying someone to be on and pretend because I can't afford to do that twice.
I mean, you probably couldn't afford my rate anyway, so.
Fantastic. And also, we have some other dude here. I don't know. He kind of tagged along.
I am being paid. Thank you.
You're being paid in exposure. Anyway,
Yeah.
uh, I forgot that I built really garbage decks. That's all I do is I build garbage. But now that Ikoria is out, I need to build with the almighty Brushwag.
Bushwag.
Imagine like a weasel that had seen God and wasn't impressed, and whose body is a tumbleweed.
Yep, that's him.
That is a Brushwag. That is my weird spiky son.
That's a lot to comprehend at once, especially as somebody that knows almost absolutely nothing about magic.
Yeah, shout out to the fact that
Yeah.
of all the guests that I've had, or that Andrew and I have had on this channel, only one of them actually knows about magic.
Yeah, it's something.
It's okay, Ikoria. Let's make giant monsters. I want to make giant monsters, and by that I mean mighty Brushwag. We'll toss two Ferdlids in. We'll toss in a couple fully growns. Colossification.
I just love that they took like one of the very first magic creatures and they were like, let's revamp him. Why not?
Let's bring him back.
Yeah. Revamp his art. His original art is just wild.
It super is though. Like, add a couple of them.
Like, I still have no idea if he fell into a bush or if he was born that way.
He is
and I
the
don't
bush.
want the answer. I didn't want the answer, Tyler.
Well, guess what? You got the answer.
Oh, well.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm literally just choosing cards that... Let's make Trample tribal. What has Trample?
Send the original cards to Walter so that he can provide some input on this creature.
Oh, you sent him the original Brushwag?
I have now.
Okay, so Lee.
Okay, so is generally how that conversation should start. Yes.
Lee, a couple months ago, you knew almost nothing about magic, and now you have such a depth of knowledge that you know whatever the hell this thing is.
Oh, that's because he's my son, and I don't shut up about him.
I hear about him. Case? I've heard about him 3 times, and that's all I need to have him just permanently in my memory.
Look at his eyes.
The new version.
Those are the eyes of a man who knows what he is.
Does he know what he is? Or is he just pretending? I feel like we need to interview him to find out.
Okay, you sit down and interview the almighty Brushwag. We'll see where that goes.
I'm not going to interview him. I don't have the charisma.
This is I, the almighty Bushwag. You summoned me for an interview.
Taco?
Sir, I'm sorry. I didn't. Well, I was summoned. I love him so much. I don't know what animal he was supposed to be to begin with, but everything is scared of him, and he's so ugly. He's cute. He's kind of like a chihuahua.
Can I provide my theory on this?
Oh, please do.
I feel like whoever created him was one night just like, I have to make one more card to finish the set. What am I gonna do? And got high as a kite for some reason, thinking that would help. Looked out in his yard and saw a cat stuck in a bush. I was like,
Perfect.
that's it.
There was
Perfect.
there
I've done it
was
again.
Mark, here's my house key. Go home and screw my wife. What was it? I think I had sent you a bunch of bad artworks before, and there was one that's just like power word command or something like that, and it's just two very narrow eyes in darkness.
I think I remember it, yeah.
Okay, I just made a deck. I just call it Trample.
Good. No context needed there.
So, Walt, what do you know about this game that I've now just sucked you into a video for?
Oh, golly jeez. Outside of like the general cultural osmosis of like seeing it mentioned online,
I need you to not use big words.
I'm sorry, that's
Like
just
outside. Like, I'm not cool with
kind of
that.
outside. Gotcha. Uh,
5 letters or less,
me
please.
see game name before. Not play game.
You know
before.
what? I asked for it, and I'll be damned if the boy didn't deliver.
It did deliver.
No, mostly all that I know is the pictures of the cards that you sent me, Tyler.
Do you know that
we haven't known
Godzilla is canon now?
The thing is, we haven't known each other for more than like 3 weeks or something, and you just kind of started off all of our interactions with sending me cards. So,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, for the most part, I'm pretty much at a loss entirely.
I realize.
How many of these bush things do you have in your deck?
Only 4, because there's only 2. Because the Brushwag's only been printed twice. The original Brushwag, who's almost about as old as I am, and the Almighty Brushwag, who is my new son, who was born just yesterday. Good. Go, I got one in my opening hand, and I'm using him to attack an Asian woman.
So much commotion.
That's a very strange way of putting that sentence. I'm assuming it's a card and not an actual Asian woman?
I mean, it's a planeswalker, and Narset appears to be of Asian descent.
That didn't help me feel better. Okay.
I never. Oh, good. Now we have an Indian woman as well. Oh, this guy's playing Jeskai Fires. I need to kill him now. This man needs to die.
Right to violence again. Just always with you. So mean.
Do I play the Proud Wild Bonder, a 4/3 with Trample, or do I just play a second Brushwag? Correct.
I think you know the answer.
Second Brushwag.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
And then we attack with the first Brushwag. I also realized I started a timer because I was going to, because like, I don't have enough mana, and I only attacked with, I can only attack with the one. Everything's bad. I did what we in the community call a major oopsie poopsie.
I feel like you do those kind of regularly.
Well, you know what? Now there's a shirtless man, an Asian woman, or well, is India counted as Asia? Like, is India? Because India's in Asia, right?
It is technically an Asian, yes.
So it's 2 Asian women and a shirtless guy.
Okay.
Facing my 2 spiky balls and my golden goose, which, man, that.
This is a very interesting string of sentences you're putting together, I must say.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And what I gotta do is attack with one of these Brushwags.
Okay.
The shirtless man's about to kill my Brushwag unless I eat a boar's head.
Watch this.
Magic just constantly baffles me. Okay.
I was blocked by a tiny robot. So what are you two up to tonight? Did Walt leave?
Yeah, Walt, what are we up to tonight?
Oh, no,
So, yeah. So, Donald Faison and, what's his name? The main dude.
Zach Braff?
Zach Braff.
Oh,
I
that's
ought
right.
to
You
know
guys are
that, but
watching
I
Scrubs.
don't.
I'm about to be attacked by two Asian women and a shirtless man. Anyway,
Again?
this deck is
Yeah,
just
so
absolute trash.
those two started a podcast, and we've just started to,
Oh, that's right. I heard about that.
yeah, we've just started to listen to it and watch it together in tandem. They do an episode per, or they do a podcast episode per television episode. So we're on the fourth episode of the show right now.
Is
Yeah.
it they just watch the show and they like commentate over it while they go?
It's more like they watch the episode, write down a bunch of notes about things they want to talk about, and then spend sometimes 45 minutes, sometimes an hour and a half, just talking about all the things they realize behind the scenes stuff. Every episode.
Oh, I just lost. I lost big time. Anyway,
They didn't like you talking shit about them, obviously.
this is why I'm bronze. No, I love Scrubs. It's been so long since I've actually watched it.
Yeah.
I need more cards. I need.
Yeah, it's mostly just a way to stay in contact and stay sane during this very strange period in history.
Yeah, you guys get to stay locked up. I get to go to work every day.
I mean, I'm desperate for any chance there is to get outside, but I really should, we really shouldn't be.
No, I feel it. Remember, kids, social distance. Let's kill this quicker. Remember, all 20-something of you that are subscribed, my reach is vast.
All 21 of you.
Do I add the ferocious pup? I don't. He adds nothing to the deck. I'm sorry, tiny pupper. Oaken form. No. Vortex spider. I'm literally just throwing this together as I go.
Oh, are you making a new deck?
Kind of. Get rid of those. I need to cut
Kind
the
of.
cards. Yes, I am. I don't know where that kind of came from. Two of those. Maybe only one each of those. I still have to cut 3 cards. A couple of those. Cut 2 of those. There we go. Because I don't know what I'm doing.
We certainly cannot. We are like the least capable of helping you.
I was hoping you guys would be able to, your charming personalities and whatever Walt brings to the table, would be able to.
Walt is so much more charismatic than I am. Oh my god.
My opening hand is 3 forests, 2 brushwags, and 2 golden keys. Let's rock.
Okay.
Oh no, he's on that mono red train. Things could be bad. Anyway.
So okay, can you explain to me what your deck is built to do?
Play brushwag.
Right. Is it like do you buff up the bushwhacks until they
Yes.
outpace anything else on the board?
I play the brushwag. I bigify the brushwag.
All right.
And the brushwag also makes himself big.
Gotcha.
Giant growth. I swear to God. Okay, everything's fine.
Is it? Is it fine?
It is. I thought he was gonna do more, but he didn't. This calls for a second brushwag. We have 2 brushwags and a beetle.
May I ask, why do you love Brushwag so much, besides his obvious amazing appearance?
I love him because he's ugly as sin.
I figured that was part of it, yes.
No, that's all of it.
That's it. Okay.
I love him because he's ugly as sin.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
That's why if you go onto Twitter right now, my handle is bonded with Brushwag, and my picture is Brushwag. I was so happy when they released him. Master Splicer. Oh, he's making a lot of friends. I wish he didn't. Swing with the Brushwags. Smother him under my balls.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard what I said.
I wish I didn't.
And then we'll put another golden goose. And this is just an awful board. Oh, good, another fervent champion. Everything's okay. Come at me with your... Oh, he's swinging with the golem.
See, all I'm hearing is you getting overconfident and then you losing.
I mean, of course I'm overconfident. I have 2 brushwags.
I mean, as far as I can tell, it's not that good of a card.
The brushwag is amazing and you will respect him.
Okay, I am sorry. Goddamn.
He is my son. He is my son.
I did not.
And I love
I did
him.
not mean to. Ah.
Okay, so we make... He's a 1/1 with trample, which I just adore. Because what is he gonna
Certainly
trample
trying.
over?
Tokens? Yeah.
Tokens are generally also 1/1s.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
I'm gonna sacrifice this pig's head. Everything is perfectly okay. Everything is fine. Nothing is fine. Nothing is okay right now. I don't like any of what's happening. I
don't know what to tell you.
I'm so sad. Am I dead? 3, 6, 8. I'm not.
I wish I could help, but I literally can't see and also don't know what is happening.
I was expecting the I wish I could help, but I literally can't see and do not care. So we'll make him.
I pretend to care?
I mean, do
Does
you
that work?
though?
I mean, I'm here. And so is Walt. I don't know how much he's invested in this, though.
As much as I can be. I can't see your screen. I don't know how the game works. I don't know what all these words you're saying
I brought
mean.
some excellent guests onto this show with me today. Great, I still lose. Do I lose? I do lose.
Could you give me a quick version of Magic for Dummies? Because here I am, just I don't know if your channel is catering towards introducing people to the game.
We do actually have a little self-promo time. We do actually have a video that teaches how to play Magic.
Okay, would you like me to start watching that right now as we're recording this
Yeah, just
video? So I can
as
do
we're
my
going, I need you to watch that.
Okay, all right.
I feel like we
Okay,
also
yeah.
need to hear you watching the video. So
Oh, are we gonna do? Are we gonna do like an inset reaction video within this current video?
So what we're gonna do is you're gonna react to that video while we're filming this video, and then we're gonna go out and buy you a commander deck, and you're gonna do webcam commander with us in a week.
Wait,
oh
Exactly.
no.
I know nothing of what that means.
Okay, I
But does
need you
that
to
mean that I get
repeat
to
every
command you
word.
around?
I need you to repeat every word you just said. Temple of Mystery. I'm in good hands.
So a commander. Okay, so I've kind of absorbed a little bit. Is a commander deck one in which I just tell you what to do and then you do it and it's a cooperative multi-deck play experience?
That is Two-Headed Giant.
Well, okay. I mean, to me they sound exactly the same. What is a commander deck?
So Commander is a format where... So normally your deck consists of 60 cards, but in a Commander... Or 60 cards, and then you can have up to 4 copies of a single card, not including basic lands. A Commander deck is 100 cards with only 1 copy of any given card.
Okay.
And we're going to play this Krasis real quick. And one of those cards is your commander, who's a legendary creature. And the other 99 cards have to be in the what is called the color identity of the I hate this son of a bitch. I'm being destroyed by 1/1s. Well, they're not 1/1s. I'm being destroyed by things that have 1 power. Anyway, let's try another Krasis.
So all the other like 99 cards are like
They have to fit in
are
what
like
is
what,
referred
like-
to as your commander's color identity.
so they're just like cultists for this legendary creature.
I would say yes if cultists weren't actually already... Son of a... Sorry.
You're having fun.
Every time I play a card... Okay, you know what? Let's try this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this time it's... I played a Hydroid Krasis for 3, and he killed it. I played one for 4, and he killed it. So now I'm playing one for 5, and so help me God. What do I get rid of? I think I just toss this land. I swear to God, if you murderous rider my jellyfish Hydra beast, I'm gonna come through this computer screen, sir. Or ma'am. Oh my actual God, he murderous ridered it.
My very loose understanding is that all the other 99 cards have to match the mana cost of the commander.
Not
so like
just the mana cost. If don't you target my Hydra. So, for example, so it also includes any mana symbols that are in the text box of the legendary creature. Not including reminder text, which, oh my God. Okay. He just keeps killing my stuff.
So how much mana do you get at maximum?
That depends how many lands you want to put into your deck, but we'll get to that in a second. I just thought of a title for this episode. This is Tyler's Road to Mythic, Episode 4, Learning Commander. Do they both? They don't both have death touch. So, color identity, like I was saying, is more than just the mana cost. It's also any mana symbols that appear in the text box for the creature. So an example would be Ramos Dragon Engine. Ramos is a colorless creature. He costs, I think, 5 generic. I'm gonna get roasted for that eventually, but so I think he costs only 5 generic. And oh my actual god! Every time I play a creature, he kills it. Oh, okay, cool. My planeswalker too. That's fine. Ramos has no mana symbols in his mana cost. However, in his text box, he has all 5 colors because you can remove counters from him to generate 2 of each color of mana. So because of that, he is a 5-color commander.
So, okay.
What do I want to do here? I think I just want to stay like this right now. Whereas, what's another? So yeah. So it's color identity is anything that the commander costs, and then anything in its text box. However, if it is a reminder text, it doesn't matter. And the example for that is the ability Exploit. Exploit is a handful of cards have it. It's whenever you cast a spell, you can pay a white or a black. And if you do, you drain every opponent for 1 life and you gain a life. Or you gain a total life that's lost that way. I can't remember. But because the black or white mana symbols are just a reminder for how to do Exploit, you don't actually need it there. You can look at it as those mana symbols are not on the card. So that's one that annoys a lot of people because they feel like it should be part of the identity. Am I alone now?
Tyler, we started a conversation in which I was very lost, and we ended in a conversation where I'm just a husk of a man that I used to be. I understand nothing of what you've just told me, and I'm more demoralized about the prospect of playing this game than I ever have been before.
It's one of those things where, one, I'm currently playing a game that's not Commander while trying to explain Commander.
Well, we're trying to prove you as a multifaceted YouTuber. So, we gotta test that. We gotta make you struggle a little bit. But, I wasn't expecting to struggle myself at this much, so...
I'm hiding behind a wall of thick boys right now. And by that, I mean I'm hiding behind one extra thick boy. Like, we're talking double-cheeked on a Thursday.
What does that mean?
It means exactly what you think it means.
I don't know what it means, but that is the second time I've heard you say it.
Oh, I have a 1919. And eventually... Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm going to attack him with broccoli.
Sorry, what?
What part of that didn't you understand? Which part confused you?
Never mind.
Oh, he's making his boys thick.
I know it's probably not what you said, but I thought I heard you say, "Oh, he's making his voice thick."
That's
No,
exactly
that's what he said.
his voice or his
Yeah.
boys.
Voice, VOIC.
Oh yeah, no, I said he's making his boys thick.
Okay. Okay, that's what I was hoping it was.
Wait, Lee.
What?
How do you think voice is spelled?
VOICE?
Okay, you only said VOIC, which was really concerning for a moment. I'm
See,
sorry.
part
I
of
shouldn't
the
have said
letter
anything.
C. No, it's fine. Part of the letter C
C.
also has the
Yeah,
E at the
yeah,
end, so my
yeah,
brain likes to think,
okay.
"Oh, I don't need to add an E at the end. The letter C already has the E." Cause yay, auditory processing disorder. Woohoo! It's fun.
We do that. Then we do this. And we go grab all of my
The
broccoli.
land will help us find a way.
Do you mean like your green lands? Is that
I
what
do,
you mean?
because the tree looks
Okay.
like broccoli.
Okay, that was like the only way I could possibly think. Alright, cool. Oh.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
Tap those. Tap that. Tap that. Let's tap everything. What do I need to actually kill this thing? 6, so I need 8 mana. Good news, I have 8 mana. Everything's fine.
I don't know what that means. I can't see your hand.
It means that my Hydra is about to eat his, I don't know what it is, his evil porcupine.
Is this the same Hydra that was mass murdered several
No.
times?
No,
No?
that's the
Okay.
Hydroid Crisis. That's the
Oh.
Hydra jellyfish.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's no reason to not attack with these. They're all indestructible. And they all have vigilance. Oh, he's just gonna gain life. Okay. Okay. I see my mistake now. I see what I've done wrong here. I killed nothing, and instead I gave him just a butt ton of life.
Oh, good job.
It's alright, this is gonna be my last game. Okay, well, there goes my Hydroid Crisis. He's killed 3 of them, and then he exiled the 4th one from my hand. I'm not allowed to
Beautiful.
have good things. That's what I've walked
No.
away from this with.
I mean, I think it was a little too cocky, thinking that you could build a whole deck around Brushwags.
Oh, this
so.
is a different deck. That deck is garbage, and
yeah.
I've stopped.
You would call your son garbage?
No, the deck was garbage. My son was perfect.
Uh-huh.
My
Oh,
son did
okay.
what he needed to do.
Okay.
This... Who's gonna deck out first? Oh no, I am. Hateful Eidolon. Okay, this... I don't like any of what's happening right now. He can... His boys are just... They're too big. He's making such thick boys. Like, get your milkshakes ready, people. Like, the amount of thickness here is ungodly.
Harness the elements.
Okay.
Like I said, double-cheeked on a Thursday.
Still don't know what that means.
It means exactly what it sounds like it means.
I don't know what it sounds like it's supposed to mean.
Double-cheeked on a Thursday. It's a Thursday, and he's got all of that. He did it for us.
Walt, do you have any idea what he potentially means?
If
I got
anyone
nothing.
should know what I mean, Walt should. Walt, don't you fail me
So-
right now.
Can I just say that I've entered a sort of like a sort of hazy half coma in listening to all of this going on? I'm sitting here with a stunned expression on my face, unmoving. I can't comprehend. Well, part of that's commentary that I'm hearing, and part of that is the overlapping audio of the instructional video on how to actually play this game.
I didn't
And-
realize you were actually watching that.
And I am completely lost. So yeah. So
Oh my god.
yeah.
Oh.
I'm turning
Yeah.
all my lands into creatures. I'm eventually going to make my 2 thick boys big enough to do what I need them to do.
Congrats, I guess. Good luck. I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. I'm still confused by...
Nature flows.
I can't even retain it well enough to repeat it.
Welcome to Partners With, everybody. Where everything is made up and the rules don't matter.
I mean, but they do matter because
Wait,
you're
this
playing...
changes everything. None of these rules matter.
Welcome to Walt Learns Magic.
No. Come on.
I just want spat out my
Oh.
water. Thank you very much. Oh,
I think that's what I'm going to call this. This episode is going to be Walt Learns Magic, featuring Girlfriend 2 Electric Boogaloo. For real, gone sexual.
This isn't how I imagined my first time being immortalized on the internet.
I thought you were going to end that as I didn't imagine that this would be like my first time. I was like, oh.
I didn't think my first time would be like this, Tyler.
You know, I hear that a lot.
You've made it so just befuddling and
Harness the elements.
confused. I thought there were rules, but you've thrown them all out the window.
oh my god. I mean, Walt, let's be real. It's like D&D. There are like
Okay.
some rules, but it's up to the discretion of whoever.
It's not.
The processor that's working at like 5% in my brain at all times can barely comprehend D&D. I don't know how I would be able to do this to
Oh, here we go. Here we go. No attacks. I might have the card coming up that I need to actually end all this. I'm gonna make a creature just so big.
Yeah. I have a question for you, Walt.
yeah,
What do you think about sticks?
sticks. I mean, they're helpful for building houses, I guess.
Character in our game?
I mean, I
You know
guess
that.
if you had like a piece of string, you could take 2 sticks and kind of like shoot one with the other.
Okay.
Or if you sharpen the end of one, you can kind of use it to jab through the sliding hatch of an all metal door at somebody who's very angry at you. Yes, I'm just making a bunch of references, like inside references that mean nothing to the audience. Styx the D&D character is something else. I thought that we were gonna initially. I thought that we were gonna go for like an intrigue and like political kind of role playing type type
Deal.
campaign, and
Yeah.
in walks in this
In walks
this
in the lizard.
monstrous this monstrous lizard whose life aspiration is to beat a goat in a staring contest, and I'm just it's a lot to handle.
And of course, you're like the main contact for Styx.
Well, yeah, I mean, yes. My character Marcus is an old beekeeper. Um, and in trying to integrate Styx into our party in a way that we had known each other before, we decided that Styx was my like migrant worker, I think.
Is that racist?
Against lizards, yes.
That's fair.
In this setting, that is.
Oh,
This game was supposed to end like 10 minutes ago, but it's
still
not.
going.
It's super still going.
I
Lee
have
told me
learned.
that this would be a half-hour affair.
Oh yeah, I
And-
know. But he and I are both just
Ugh.
kind of building up armies right now. Although my 26-26 just became a 48-48, so there's that.
Why don't
Oh,
you just
good.
Why don't you just hit the other guy?
Because he's got a whole bunch of lifelink.
So you hit him once, and then all the guys that are linked to him die.
No,
Right?
he blocks with them, and he gains just a butt ton of life.
But not 48 life, because you can just
He's currently at
just
51,
smash him, right?
and he
Okay,
can
then
gain.
smash him twice. It's so easy. Come
he-
on, dude.
If he blocks, he will gain 11, 12, 24, 30, 35, 45, 54, 63. If he blocks with all of his stuff, he will gain 68 life.
Okay, so it's turned from a 1-round kill to a 3-round kill. It's still, I think you can still do it.
It's all right. I just have to get my trampler big enough.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Lee, you were saying something about a topic that I actually understood. Please go back to D&D.
Yeah. I mean, you made a real interesting choice at the end of our last session there.
Yeah, you did.
Would you care to comment on that?
Well, is there any reference that the listeners know about, or do I need to just kind of introduce the whole thing?
Well,
We kind of talked about it on the last episode that Lee was on.
how about this? One of our party members died, and you made a deal with a demon to bring them back?
I mean, okay, I'm pretty sure that's fairly common D&D stuff. Like making deals with demons isn't the biggest issue in the world, relatively. It didn't help that I thought that I was talking to a fey creature, but
I mean, everyone knows that you don't make deals with fey creatures either, though.
well, yeah, but fey creatures have been nice to me, and I always gave them honey. So why wouldn't they do me a dirty deal?
I have a
'Cause they're
101, 101.
Oh, good.
Kill him.
Well, we're about to. Wow.
Yeah, but now he can't out heal your damage, or he can, I guess, once. But
Let's see what he decides to do here.
but yeah, I mean, the DM was pushing us in one direction, and it seemed just kind of like I didn't want to spend the equivalent of like $150,000 in real life to
bring back a
raise-
15-year-old?
well, a 16-year-old, excuse you. But I mean, in a low magic setting, it seems just so much more concise to make a deal with a fiend,
Uh-huh.
I just like 9-for-1'd him, and he went from 19 life to 86 life, but it's fine because now he's only got 2 creatures.
See, I told you, just keep attacking face. It's a really simple game when it gets down to it, once you realize there are no rules.
Real simple game, says the guy who was put comatose by the game just moments before.
Well, I was put that way until you put my mind at ease by telling me that all of these constructions about rules that I had placed in my mind were all useless. So I can rest easy now.
What do you think that he was constantly asking what people's passive perceptions were? What do you think that was about?
When was that?
Just kind of throughout the whole session, he kept asking.
You mean
what?
as we were being
And he
chased by the
conceded.
terrifying creature?
No, after that.
I won.
Oh, good.
He conceded.
Wait, no, there wasn't.
Yeah, he did.
Wait, okay.
Hold
So
on,
he was
real
asking
quick
for
before
people's
we get
passive
into this.
perceptions as. Oh, sorry.
Before we
sorry,
get
sorry.
into this, thank you everyone for sitting in and listening to us ramble about a whole bunch of hot garbage for the last.
Wait, you're cutting off the video now? They haven't even got to the juicy
This
stuff.
video is
Come
almost
on.
40 minutes long.
And they're
You know-
dedicated. You've got 21 fans that
All right.
love you.
Thank you
They'll go
everybody.
any length.
Thank you,
Excuse
everybody.
you.
Thank you everybody for listening to us ramble. I have been Tyler with Partners With,
Hey,
and if you
if the
want to
21 of you, hey, go make a bunch of like fake.
Oh, man.
If you would like to see Walt in the future, let's get this video to 10,000 likes. Alrighty. I will talk to you guys later. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring that little bell, and comment. I said that all out of order. Anyway, later, y'all.